Hey, preacher here. Trying to see and drive and go, and I'm not driving. I'm telling you. So, Bible study, Macedonia Baptist Church had somebody ask me how to get there, and that's, they didn't know where Macedonia was. I said, go a mile north of Casey on Route 49, see the blue sign, turn left, go till you can't go no more, and you'll be there. Now, last week we talked about be thankful in all things. Now, our study tonight, we're going through the book of Numbers and the book of Exodus. And, of course, Israel, they're out of Egypt now and they're wandering. And then they started complaining. I'm watching what I'm doing. And so, God give them manna. This stuff from heaven fall down every day like they do, and eat what you want, and at nighttime you get what you want, eat again, and just don't save none because you didn't want to keep it. And then they started grumbling because they didn't have no meat to eat, so next thing you know, they was waist deep in quail. So, they started grumbling again. Now, my Bible tells me in the book of Philippians, do all things without grumbling. If that's you, and you raise your hand if you do all things without grumbling. Crap, I can't even get through 2 hours without griping and groaning about something. How is it you're supposed to be doing all things without grumbling? Israel, they grumbled and they wandered. It took 40 years to go from here to Casey because they wouldn't quit grumbling. But then I got thinking about it, and that sounds about like me. So, how do we do it? How do we do all things without grumbling? So, first of all, you got to understand if you're a grumbler or not. And most of you that's going to watch this, you grumble. And if you don't, well, good for you. But there's a lot of synonyms for the word grumble. And if you want to list a few down there in the comment section, do that. Don't use the B word. The first thing that went through my head was that one. And even my wife asked me today what my problem was because I was just grumbling. I wasn't grumbling about nothing. I was just grumbling. Can't you just be grumpy and that's how it works? No, not according to the Bible. Do all things without grumbling. Well, here we go. Listen up. Just take a couple minutes to listen. First of all, if you do your best to do all things without grumbling, meaning if you're doing things, don't bleat and moan about that stuff all the time. Jenkins is that ways. I won't say it to him, but anyways, don't tell him either I said that. But do all things without grumbling. So, if somebody does me dirty, I ain't supposed to grumble about it. I'm getting ready to go get my dinner at McDonald's. And last week, I couldn't find my debit card. I've been grumbling all week because I ain't been able to find my debit card. The last place I seen it was at McDonald's. And when I get there, I'll probably ask that kid at the window if he's seen my debit card. So, listen now. Now see, there's a woman trying to call me. Why she try to call me when she know I'm trying to do that stuff? And it's like, am I going to answer? No. Why? Because I'll probably just be grumbling. So, I'll call her back in just a minute. I ain't heard no fire trucks or nothing, so everything's okay. First of all, is it easy to do all things without grumbling? The answer is no, I guess not. For me, it ain't. Some people has the mentality that they don't complain about much of anything. Everything's just, however it works out's fine. But then I can remember when I was bossing back at Little John's and people grumble. Grumbling's contagious. You start grumbling back there in the back, and then you got another guy grumbling, another guy grumbling. Next thing you know, I'm telling them to pack their horse and hit the road. I'm tired of hearing about it. And then it comes to me. I'm grumbling. Timer. What do I got a timer set for? Now I got a timer going off on my phone. I ain't timing nothing. Jeez, I'm trying to do a hey preacher and get it done just right, and it's like my old woman calls me, and then the timer goes off, and I ain't got a cake in the oven or nothing, and then I'm getting ready to go to McDonald's, and then it's like, you see how that goes? People don't want to hear you grumble. People don't want to hear you moaning and groaning about everything. And I understand, we got things that go on, problems, dismiss, and it's okay to talk to people about it. But when it comes to the church, we'll say, that's kind of like a coronavirus. You get that thing started, the grumbling thing. Because one grumbles, tells another grumbling. Now, if you tell them and not be grumbling about it, it'd be different. There she called me again. What the heck? Maybe my house is on fire. I don't know. I let the fire go out. So, we'll start this again later. Don't grumble. Quit your complaining. Quit your moaning. Quit your groaning. And you know what? God will bless you for it. What might take you a week to get from one end to the other won't take you 40 years. You might get there in just a couple of days. I'll just have to start this over. I'm already so mad I can't stand it. Now some guy just flashed his headlights on. Ain't even dark yet. Boy. So I might have 2 videos this evening. One about me not grumbling. I ain't grumbling. I'm really not grumbling. And then another about how you all grumble. Because you guys are all the grumblers. And there's McDonald's got boards all boarded up. You can't even see inside the place, so you don't know if they wash their hands or what. This just to be continued. How about that? And I'll pull in and call the old woman, make sure there ain't nothing going on. And I'll pay preacher out. I'll talk to you later.